Okay, so it is 12:13 in the morning. I'm actually filming this pretty much right after the Begotten video I just redid. And I do want to redo a lot of my older videos. Actually, there's two of them. There's the Maximum the Hormone one, and that the video I uploaded right after before was like a noise record, and apparently they just have no sound. I screwed up the microphone on it or something. I didn't know till a couple months ago, and they were up for like 3 years, I think. So I'm gonna redo those at least. But there is other ones I want to redo as well with just current channel standards and such. But right now we're gonna do this. Like many um, albums that are highly acclaimed, I've been putting off listening to it for like years. Like I listened to a lot of music in high school. I There's a point where I was doing like an album a day, or at least I was skimming through a couple a day. And now I do about the same right now, maybe a little less, maybe every few days. But there's a lot, like I was listening to a lot of good shit when I was like 15, like Tool and Swans and Dream Theater and a lot of stuff. A lot of younger people aren't really listening. That definitely taught me a lot about music and stuff. But there's also a lot of, you know, landmark albums in different ways. Like there's this one, and some of like some of Metallica's albums, like Injustice for All, like albums I should have listened to a long time ago, and I just haven't. So I do want to get to those, and I will do those as well on the channel eventually. But right now we're doing this. Um, Boards of Canada, Geogaddi. Now, apparently this has a reputation for being kind of creepy and spooky and stuff, and we'll see. The only track that I know is, I think, the second one, Music is Math, and I don't remember which song it is. It's one of the earlier songs in the album, I'm pretty sure. But one of them, if anyone remembers Salad Fingers from very early YouTube, um, it served as the opening track, like the theme song, for lack of a better term, or at least like the title music. Well, they have like the title cards and stuff going for like 5 seconds or so. It was the music for that. So let's go. The first track is ready. Let's go. Interesting sounds off the bat. I'm liking it. That panning is interesting. Just kind of comes in. Actually, not. Jesus, it might not have been panning. It might just kind of. No, there's something weird with it. It's like going back and forth or something. My headphones are also kind of breaking. I need new ones, so in a month or two, I'm gonna get some of those. I like that one. Next is Music is Math. Actually, yeah. Liking how the synths kind of waver. Present day, present time. The synths waver remind me a lot of like guitar harmonic sustain stuff. Ooh. Nice and crunchy. I wonder if that's vocals or if it's someone singing or not. Could be synthetic. Could be synthetic to some degree. I don't know. Actually, seems like one of the longest tracks. Oh no, Alpha and Omega is longer. But all these are pretty short. Oh, Stretch on recorded those for 6 minutes. Pretty nice beat. I mean, not much to really say about it, you know. It's kind of eerie, yeah. The mixing is nice. The weird reverse, kind of. It's not really a reverse effect on the drums, but like there's something. Here's the mixing. Something in the background there too. I'm hearing now as well. Into the foreground now. I'm liking these soundscapes here. They're definitely nice. Alright, next song is Beware the Friendly Stranger. That's the one that's for Salad Fingers. I remember now that I've seen the title. It's like vinyl crackling, but it's so violent, it's almost like a fire. I like that one too. That is so weirdly mixed. Gyroscope. looks like it's mixed, and then it's like in the room. Sounds like some kind of voice or something. It's counting. Sounds like a kid. It's going from 0 to 10. And then some other numbers I can't quite make out. Zero 99. 099. It's not 10, it goes back to 0. Yeah. It's 0 to 10, 0 whatever, and 099. 099 again, and then it loops. Thought I heard a ringtone for a second, like a single ring. And I liked the reversing bits too as well.
When lava pours out near the sea surface, tremendous volcanic explosions sometimes occur.
I feel like I've heard that sample before. I don't know where though.
In time, submarine seamounts or islands are formed.
I like this already.
When lava flows underwater, it behaves differently. Contraption to capture a dandelion in one piece has been put together by the crew.
I assume not like the weed.
The preparation for a dive is always a tense time. When lava pours out near the sea surface, tremendous volcanic explosions sometimes occur.
Interesting. Next one's sunshine recorder. I wouldn't say it's creeping me out so far. Although, it's intriguing. It's interesting. but I'm constantly like raising my one eyebrow at like certain things. And here we have our music is math kind of thing again, where we have our eerie synth and our beat on top. I thought we were gonna get a melody or something, just not. Just a single note. There we go. Here's our melody, kind of. And some more reversing kind of sounds too. Kind of reminds of like a rattlesnake or something. Some more words. I like the addition of all these like vocal samples. What was that? Beautiful place.
Beautiful place.
Drums dropped out, didn't even notice.
Beautiful place.
There they are.
Beautiful place.
Can't understand it. Actually, I thought that helped me understand it. It didn't. I can hear it in your mind, but I don't know. Again, it reminded me of like guitar feedback for a second in the vocals. This album cover is really interesting too. I'm like constantly trying to like figure out like, not what it is, but like kind of. It's like cut off in a way where like.
Beautiful place.
The more you look at it, it's just the more questions I have, kind of thing. Because, you know, first trying to like, first it's like the faces kind of thing you can't see. Then you see maybe it's like a suit or something. And it's just like, hi. And it's like, you see how it's like kaleidoscoped or whatever. Now I'm looking at what the hell like these things are. Like, it's just weird. In the annex. It's kind of detuned slightly. I'm liking all these songs, they're all good. And again, right, like the best albums really they kind of create their own little world, you know what I mean? They have their own specific sonic identity. And this definitely has that for sure. For sure it has that. I heard some birds for a second. Julie and Candy. Such an odd sound. You know why I think that some people find this kind of creepy? Like, yeah, it sounds creepy, but like it's all also done in a way where like it feels like it's building suspense, and obviously nothing's happening yet, so it's just like, you know, it's building and adding to this unreleased tension. And I think that's what makes it more uneasy. The more you listen to it, the more you're like expecting something to happen. It just isn't. It's just doing other different weird things. It's subverting your expectations, but like in a very effectively, you know, in a good way. But it is very like it's unsettling that way. They've done a good job at that. Liking those synths, very high pitched, crackling and buzzing. Almost reminds me of like some of the default synth basses on my keyboard, where they're kind of squelchy and distorted. thought I heard breathing for a second. This music would be really good for like a visual novel, like a horror visual novel. I haven't played any. There's some I want to, but they're just so old they don't work on modern computers anymore. Windows 98 only. But I've heard a few soundtracks. And this would fit right into some of them. Because a lot of them, not a lot of them, but like, I've seen more often than not. More than zero is more than I expect. So a lot of songs will use like radio, like samples of like radio static and stuff. Like the title track on Sayonara wo Oishite does that. I think one of the songs in Wonderful Everyday does that, I think. No, it was, I don't know what it was. It was either There's No Angels in December or White Album, but it was, the song was called I Hope So. And there's a standard, like, kind of grunge, like acoustic kind of Pearl Jam-y grunge kind of version, kind of. And there's like the electronic version, and that one uses like the radio sampling too. I think the song. Hold on. Yeah, it's like building all these sounds in the background. Drops out, yeah, this stuff would fit nice on like Sayonara wo Oishite. It'd fit nice on like Saya no Uta, Song of Saya. Yeah, even one or two of the tracks in DDLC. Doki Doki Literature Club is kind of like that when before you have a nice weekend, as the game puts it. The smallest weird number, like prime number but weird. Yeah, it's weird. Not add. It's there now, so it's interesting because I feel like I've heard these tropes before. Like you have your radio, you have your like weird distorted classical music with like your flutes and stuff, but like it still feels fresh. Like it doesn't feel like cliche and stuff. Like I like that reverb at the end there. That was nice. 1969. Good year. It's a good year right there, I'll tell you that. This also kind of reminds me a little bit of the Aphex Twin. I don't know if it's accurate, but I think I remember someone saying Aphex Twin like inspired a whole bunch of other artists in many different areas. I know Björk is inspired by them a lot. I think they said they're the greatest artist or something like that. They're like their favorite or something. And it sounds like that same boy again from earlier with the counting. It kind of feels like it's like trying to communicate with you, right? But it just can't, but it's trying. I like the production with the drums too. I know I'm making a lot of comparisons, I'm sorry, but like strangely kind of reminds me of S&M by Rihanna, where for like a quick like one bar, the drums go from like the standard, the standard electronic drums to like the real acoustic drums for like a split second, and back to the electronic drums. I'm liking those fluttery synths too. Fluttery, almost like computational. Would this qualify as IDM? Kind of sound like GLaDOS. Oh, it's singing, kind of. Yeah, it is. Let me get that again. I'm having a hard time with this because, like, whoops. I'll have to like,
Energy is becoming one of our country's greatest concerns. If we don't start working on energy conservation, there may not be enough energy to go around by the time I'm a parent. Before I check about how we can solve some of our problems through alternative energy sources. You can learn more about energy too. Call your county cooperative extension service for more information. Conserving energy is everyone's responsibility. Call 4-H to find out how you can do your part.
what I was gonna say is I have to skim over all these tracks again when I'm done, but like Maybe I won't, never mind. Nice. It's very good as a listening experience. I just don't know how many songs I actually go back to, you know? I'm liking that siren-like, siren-esque kind of synth. I want to comment on more stuff that's happening, but like it's just more of the same. Eerie sound, eerie sound, interesting mix, interesting mix. At this point, I'm kind of getting bored a little bit though. Like, again, it's good as like, you know, listen through, but because it's like it's doing a lot of different things, but also not. And there's a lot of different synths and stuff that are all serving the same purpose. Synth for the types of sound effects and types of, you know, vocal samples. So it, you know, I mean, it's great. It kind of gives the whole album a feeling of unity, but also when it's this long, it is a tiny bit stale. First time tracks have transitioned to each other. Huh. We could have had it as part of the other track. Why do they need to split them? Yeah, I kind of get it. Like Tool, Parabola, like they're, you know, like Lost Keys or Rosetta Stone, like, you know, this is, I guess what this part is specifically opening the mouth, you know. It's been 40 minutes, really? not feel like 40 minutes have passed. At all. Longest track, Alpha and Omega. Got some ethnic-ish instruments. I don't think those are tablas. Because these are going to be distorted and kind of mixed a little odd, but like... I feel like I've heard... Excuse me. I think I've heard the name of the... I think I know the name of the other... the other thing I was playing too, the flute thingy. Lack of better words. This is the most modern synth sounding synth I've heard. Well, it's some weird thing going on. This one's just a synth. There it is, those ethnic-ish instruments. Middle Eastern. One second. Sorry, there's a baby roach climbing up my lawn. Need to kill it. Here we go. Hello. How's it going? Nice beat change. Wrong button, sorry. I'm gonna get a glass of something real quick. My mouth is, my throat is surprisingly dry. I have returned. Again. Alright. I saw drones. Come on, focus. There we go. I actually do look like that one. This kind of sounds like a Yume Nikki soundtrack. Come on, focus. God damn it. Camera. Alright. Yeah, if you say so. I'm good, thank you. That was some weird vocals. Acting like the synth. Those, I think they're vocals. See, this song, like Sonic Identity, like I could pick this apart from the album. Same as Music is Math and what was it, Gyroscope or something? Gyroscope, like you know. These are the highlights, the ones I can actually pick out of a lineup. I think that's how you use that phrase, I think. I feel like it'd be better if I could understand these voices and what they're saying. At least sometimes. So if I could understand them, then that would kind of help carry you through the album and not get bored so fast. I can't tell if I'd want to go back to it or not. It's like a 5 out of 10. I don't know, it goes to transitions again. The devil is in the details. Transitions to A's to B's, B's to C. Interesting. More counting, and to 10 specifically. Some background vocals, or backwards vocals as well. Honestly, although it's not great for keep my attention, I do think it is better that you can only understand the voices sometimes. Because it's kind of making you pay attention and kind of question and, you know, gives you that sense of uneasiness. And like I said before, like it's trying to communicate with you. There's some kind of message that you just can't understand. Over the horizon radar. Again, I want to get this one quickly again. Yeah, sure. Excuse me, by the way. It's actually nice and tranquil and pretty calming, actually. It's really nice. And we got some backward sounds for good measure. Next track, Dawn Chorus. Interesting sonic mixing choices again. Whoa. Alright. Weird strings. Interesting vocals again. can't tell if it's like pain or pleasure or like or it's either. It's just weird moaning. Not even moaning, it's more so like just almost like a yell almost. Or a whine. Lots of weird pitch shifting on this track. This song in particular, and the album cover too, kind of gives me like a cult kind of feel. This one passed by kind of fast. Only 4 tracks left. I think this is over an hour. Apparently it is. I thought it'd be done pretty quickly. I thought all the tracks were like a minute-ish. But guess not. Driving station. Interesting. That background sound reminds me of like I don't know, it's kind of like Beast or something. It's almost like a growl almost. That'd be pretty cool through like a surround sound system. Some good bass. And put up real loud. You could feel the sky. It's very ooh. I thought that was in the room or outside or something. The title's very like, it's like a statement. It's on. It's like a factual statement. weird. It's like something's like you know, like ripped and tear or opened or something. More background vocals or these backwards vocals. It's like the beat's more punchy now, almost. Some flute for a second. Odd clipping in the mix, some kind of ticking. Oh, that's there. Sounds like real bass. Like a real bass guitar, I mean. It has like warmness to it. The last two songs are gonna fly by probably, because they're pretty short. But Corsair. Again, it's pretty, it's like, I think it was Horizon Radar, where it's, pretty chill, tranquil, kind of meditative. getting real tired. Getting real eepy. Fading out. Last track is Magic Window. And I'll give my thoughts somewhat quick, and then I'm gonna go off to bed. Wish I had more to say, just been a lot of the same the whole time. I want to turn up the volume on my end, but I'm scared to. Hold on. It's nothing. And I hear white noise, but it could just be from, you know, my volume on my interface being pushed so loud. You know, it's the electrical noise, you know. It's gonna jump scare you. That'd be a really troll move. But I don't think so. Is nothing gonna happen? I feel like this there's gonna be like a face that jumps on the screen or something. But nothing, no, I guess. No. It's pretty ingenious, I guess. So like I said, this whole time you're kind of on edge. And it's just nothing. And now it's literally nothing. It's just... so weird. Just nothing, huh? Wow. That is something. Definitely something indeed. So, alright. It's a good album. I feel like I'd get more out of it out of more listens. Problem is, I didn't get nearly enough out of it to want to listen to it again. I saved a good number of tracks, especially on the first half, but I only really remember like 3. And that's kind of what I'm saying is that if I go through this again, you know, every time I'll like remember, oh yeah, there's this one and this one and this one, you know, and slowly I'll kind of remember, you know, all of them. But even then, there's only so many I go back to. Music is math. I'd go back to, you know, I like the sound of Boy the Friendly Stranger, but I wouldn't like listen to it, you know, willingly. Like other ambient tracks, like, you know, like I think it was Corsair, and Horizon Radar. I think those are the ones. Gyroscope was I would return to. I think Sunshine Recorder. I forget. I remember Julie and Candy stood out, but I forget if they just sounded unique, like compared to the others, kind of like Alpha and Omega, or if I remember because I wanted to actually go back to it. But anyways, like it's a good experience, but I would not like listen to it again in full. I would take the tracks I like, and I'd go with those. And like I said before, they're doing a lot of different things. Like every single track has some different type of like vocal sample or vocal manipulation or something like that, right? You know? But it's like different variations of the same three tricks. So it does eventually feel stale. And, there's not enough songs like Alpha and Omega and Gyroscope, and there's not enough songs that are like taken in like a different direction. Like it's really cohesive. That's good, but it's like too cohesive. I don't know. Maybe a 7 out of 10, maybe. Maybe a 6. I don't know, cause like I only go back to like very few songs, but also like the things it's good at are really hard to do. Like I'm saying, like it has its own sonic identity. Even the album cover, it's clearly like a one thought out art piece in a way. I've always thought of music, especially stuff like this, where it's not as commercial, as like sonic. It's like sonic painting, right? And it's always nice when you have it's like the Begotten album I just listened to, or like some Tool stuff or whatever, right? It's nice when you have music that pairs with the album cover, and the lyrics pair onto it too. It's great, but like it's nice when artists do that. I feel like artists don't do that anymore. They write a song, then separately they write lyrics, then separately they have an album cover. And it's nice when you actually it's nice when an artist clearly it's nice when an artist clearly is like thinking of them as one piece and they're integrating them as such, right? And like I said, it's hard for albums to do these things, especially good. But also, I don't want to like really blow up the score because of that. I don't like when reviewers will like take like one thing, make the entire thing about that. Like I remember when people were like reviewing like the Sleep Token album, like Take Me Back to Eden, the newest one at the time of this recording, right? People who didn't like it could not stop talking about the compression, and they hated the album because of that. And like, look, the album was not perfect, but like the compression was not the compression of mixing is not the one thing wrong with it. That's how a lot of modern metal is, but you should expect that to be honest. But also, there's other issues, and that alone would not give it like a 4 to some people, or other people were saying, like, so if I'm considering everything, it's probably closer to like a 6, maybe. I don't know. Man, it's tough. I don't know why it's so tough to grade this one. It's just so interesting, I'll say right now it's like it's a 6. I'm good with 6. I'm good with 6. That sounds good to me. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with 6. It's good for me. All right, man, I'm tired. It is 1:36 in the morning. Excuse me. I'm gonna get paid in probably an hour or two. And first thing I'm gonna do is buy a properly working phone because mine does not work. It does not work at all. I need one of those. Also, I'm gonna buy a keyboard bag too, so I can start taking my keyboard and playing live at places again, which I miss. You know, I might tell the story another time on a separate video on the first time I played. It was really something. But anyways, if you liked what you saw, subscribe. If you don't, then like it, dislike it, whatever you feel like. I try on this channel to cover artists and albums and genres that, for whatever reason, just get overlooked, right? And sometimes I'll look at artists that are popular and mainstream that I personally like anytime Dream Theater releases an album, or Tool or King Gizzard, bands I like, I'll look at those too. But I mainly try and stick to the stuff that gets overlooked, right? Because all the reviews and critics out there, and reactors, that's all they're doing is the stuff currently releasing and the big name artists. And I want to kind of do damage control in a way. And yeah, if you want to find cool music that is really good and unique and just something you probably haven't heard before, go through my stuff. I definitely try to cover everything. I just make videos based on what I like to listen to. Luckily, I listen to everything. I mean it. I'm not that guy who listens to everything and it's like, oh, I like everything besides country or so. I listen to everything. I have not favorites, just songs that I like. I'm reaching 10,000. I like a lot of stuff. So I like to think I'm pretty knowledgeable in music. So, yeah. So definitely check out my other videos. There's another series I want to start bringing back again, which is the one where I go through obscure genres of music live, and I just kind of deep dive into it. I just whatever happens, whatever I find, I did Maidcore, I did Sheeted Your Arrow or something, which turned out to be not really a genre, or kind of. Watch the video. There's some others I want to do, like Shibuya Core, I think, was one, Trauma Core was one, stuff like that, I'm putting those off for a long time, though. Other than that, I do live stream. I live stream my practice sessions, with my keyboard and drums, that kind of stuff. I don't do it that often, but I have some out, and I've just figured out how to record the keyboard at least properly. And the last stream was in mono, but now going forward, when I do it eventually again, they should be actually in proper stereo, and it should sound properly good and stuff. So yeah, I think that's it. So I'm not gonna rant much longer. Oh yeah, I am gonna release original music soon. Not soon, but I'm planning on it soon. Original music. Right now, I do have mashups that I make as a side thing. If you go on the channel homepage and go close to the bottom, you will find a playlist from another channel I have specifically for the mashups. You can subscribe to that if you want. You can watch those. I think they're good. And separate from that, when I do have new music, actual original music made, subscribe, and you'll be able to know some details when that releases and where to find that and stuff. Other than that, that's it. I don't know if we'll do a video tomorrow. I want to try though. I'm trying to get in the habit of actually uploading properly on a proper schedule and stuff, or at least once a day at some point. But yeah, I did one at 11 at night. I did this one at 1 in the morning, right after the other. But hey, that's technically my thing for the day. All right. Anyways, that's it. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm just ranting tiredly now. See you later.